Hey guys, I'm back to do Aria's 6-week update. Say hello, baby girl. It's you in there. Hi. Where's my smile? Are you gonna smile? No, I just want the boob, Mum. She's due for a feed, so I apologise if she's gonna crack up. Hi. So, Aria is 6.5 weeks old. Kind of crazy, it does go really fast. So getting into it, so I did mention in my previous video that she is breastfeeding and she's going really well with that. During the day she'll breastfeed about every 2 hours, so she is on demand feeding. And during the night she'll usually go, maybe from when we go to bed, both of us, she'll usually feed twice during the night, which I'm really happy about. It was every 2 hours during the night and that was just horrendous. But now she's feeding every about 4 hours, so that's really good. Her sleeping during the day, so she feeds every 2 hours, so in between she's, sleeping about 2 hours at a time. She has got awake periods though, like now she'll probably be up for the next, hour or so. To get her to sleep, she usually either sleeps straight after a feed or when it's the most inappropriate time at midnight, when I have to she'll be up for 2 hours and I'm trying to get her to sleep and walking around the house and bopping her up and down and patting her back, and it's really hard. Last night was quite hard. I'll let you know about that in a minute. But yeah, but she is sleeping usually really good. Things that she hates, the car. Cries bloody murder most of the time. Same as my son, he hated it as well. It's so frustrating because she literally goes red in the face. She's almost stopped breathing. I almost nearly cry. I can't pull over every 5 seconds that she cries. She usually cries for about 5 minutes strong and then she'll just go to sleep. But I hate that. If it was up to me, I would, I know it's dangerous, but I would hold her while I'm driving, but obviously I can't do that. So I'm just going to have to deal with it. We were going to make a big trip down the end of the year to Canberra, but I don't think that's going to happen because just with breastfeeding every couple of hours and her hating the car, it's just going to be impossible and not fair on all of us. Wade, my husband, doesn't handle it when she's like crying in the car. He gets just so stressed out. He doesn't yell or anything at her, but you can just tell that, he just obviously wishes that she didn't. I tried to give her the dummy pacifier in the car, but she's not one for that. My son didn't want it either. So she's very squirmy at the moment because she wants some food. Hey, baby girl. Hey. So, the car she hates. What else does she hate? She pretty much doesn't like to be put down for longer than 15 minutes by herself. She loves the swing. She loves being in the ergo, the baby carrier. She hasn't had any issues in that. She doesn't really like the pram because she's on her back and by herself and not close to me. So that's kind of annoying, especially because if, like, my son loves going for walks in the pram and I could go for a walk in the pram with the pram every day, but in the morning she's okay, but by the afternoon I don't think she really likes it. Hey, what you doing? She's got good neck strength, actually. I've noticed that just from like her first few weeks. She was really good with her neck. What else for you, little miss? Right. She does get fussy at night. I think that's like a lot of babies. My son went through the whole acid witching hour between 5 and 8 o'clock where he screamed the house down and nothing would work. The shower actually worked. Once I put the shower on, the noise must have calmed him down. But I've got a feeling with her, it is usually between those times that she is fussiest, but I think it's just a build-up of wind during the day. It's really important for me to do this with her straight after a feed, because otherwise she just gets so irritable. And she has these big poo explosions sometimes. So apparently breastfed babies do get more constipated, because I remember to the begin with, I thought she had issues with pooing because she just pooed every 5 seconds. I was like, what is going on? I don't remember doing this with my son. But now it's calmed down a lot more. Oh, and just back with breastfeeding, my boobs pretty much know now how much milk supply I need, even though sometimes I do have a lack of it. I'm not so engorged all the time unless she's had a big sleep, like at night and it's 4 hours and I'm engorged. But yeah, that's just with breastfeeding. So yeah, to get her to sleep, she does like to be held. Now lately she has a little bit of a cold. She has a bit of a nasal congestion at the moment where she's a bit blocked up. I don't know if you can hear it. And she had a little bit of a runny, kind of greeny, boogery nose the other day. My son has a cold at the moment and he absolutely adores and loves her. So he's always trying to cuddle and kiss her. So I think she's got a little bit of it, which has made her a little bit more irritable. She did have her 6-week needles a couple of days ago, and I found that she was slightly had a temp. So that night was a little bit rough. I've got to chat about life with 2. I'll let you know more about her, and then I'll chat about that. She's about 5.5 kilos now, so she's gained 2 kilos since birth. So happy about that. She's getting a little chunky monkey, and she's 56 centimeters. So she's grown 6 centimeters. So she's growing nicely. I did take her to the doctor the day when I took with the needles, and he does want me to get her an ultrasound of her hips because there's a slight kick in it, a slight click, a slight click in it. So hopefully it's nothing wrong, because if it is and it goes undetected, then kid's going to have operations on it, and there might be a delay in her walking. So fingers crossed it's nothing. I'm not too worried though. She started smiling at 2.5 weeks. She's the most smiley in the morning when she wakes up. The mornings are my favorite because Jackson's in bed with me, she's in bed with me. You know, obviously when my husband's home, we just got all our little family in our bed watching cartoons, and she's just so smiley in the morning, so it's really, really lovely. I know, darling. We'll feed you in a minute. And as I said again, Jackson loves her, so he's always being the protective brother when she's crying. He wants to pat her on the back and cuddle her, and he always just calls her baby sister, so it's really cute, and he says Aria as ear, so it just melts my heart. I've got lots of photos that I can put up. I can't put it in this video because I'm not doing this from my laptop. I'm doing it from my iPhone, and I'm not smart with editing, and I don't have the right compatibility program with it anyway. Life with 2 kitties. It's really fun. It's not as hard as I thought, but I find, and it was my worst kind of anxious nightmare thinking when I was pregnant with her, that what happens when both of them are sick, because when my son is sick or he's got a fever, he really, and not like any baby kid, he just wants to be with mum and he wants to cuddle, and he's very, very miserable. And now with this cold, the other night, when my husband went to work, he was sick and he was crying and he just wanted me to hug him, and she wanted to nurse, and then she was upset because she just had a needle, so she had a bit of a fever or a temp, and I just couldn't hold both, and I felt so guilty that I just couldn't give all my love and attention to him and to her. I had to really choose, and he just had to go with that for a little bit, because if I let her cry, holy crap, it's like someone thinks I'm like killing her, because her cry is just so high pitch. I can't do the cry it out method. I don't believe it in it. I think a newborn doesn't know, like they're not that smart to have you wrapped around their little finger. So I think if she's crying for a reason. You know, it might be a lot of the time she just wants cuddles, but I mean, she was attached to me for 9 months, so I can see why she just wants to be with me. But you're just so squirmy. You're just so squirmy at the moment. Because you want to be fed. Look at that face. Look at that face. Oh, he's so happy. It's okay. She loves her bath time. Oh, she's due for a bath. I've had her in the shower and she loves the shower as well. So she could just, I think, stay in there all day if she wanted to. She's just like, yes, bath me. But overall, she's a really happy baby. I can't really compare her to Jackson. I don't know if she's more chilled out or not. Jackson's always been a very chilled out baby. She's too, I think maybe she's a little bit more wanting mummy, but I can't really remember. And you know, overall, being a parent is hard. I'm not gonna, you know, wrap it up in wrapping paper. It's difficult. It's exhausting, you know, especially a mum of two. Everything takes double the amount of time, and my time management skills, you know, have to be put into place properly. But I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. Yes, but I'm probably going to make a little quick video too on once I feed her. Life with two kids and how it affects your relationship, because it has affected my relationship with my husband, and probably not for the best. So I keep tuned for that, because I'm going to chat about that, because I don't think enough women talk about that. Yeah, so keep tuned for that. Sorry if this is just a bit rushed. She's obviously a little bit hungry at the moment, so I'm going to do a video on that after I feed her. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and leave any comments and introduce yourself, because I'd love to get to know all you guys. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye, guys.